What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new congratulations issue number 59, issue Legacy 860. We are like 40 issues away from that elusive 900. Man, that's crazy. But anyway, guys, we are once again back with Tasm. Got Mr. Sinister holding a Mr. Sinister, Mr. Negative holding a katana to Spidey's throat. So, yeah, man, let's just jump right in. All right. Negative Space Part 2. There's a story everyone knows of a man who splits in two. One half is a criminal mastermind, Mr. Negative, and the other half is Martin Lee, a good and generous man who tried to help the community. But I am not Martin Lee. I'm a smuggler, a human trafficker, a cruel one. The real Martin Lee was killed because of my greed and selfishness. Martin Lee is dead. Is a dead man. I stole his name. A good man. The good man I became was a chardard, whatever, a pretense. So who am I now? Negativity hovers around this place as a spirit, but he is more real than I could ever hope to be. Next page. Who am I without my sins? They have defined me my entire life. Liz, please. I understand you don't want to see me. You of all people, you let me in, gave me a chance for the sake of our family. And I betrayed that trust in the worst way. I did something I did unspeakable things. So yeah, Normie becoming the Red Goblin. I was like, what Goblin? What's the thing with the name called? The Red Goblin. Unspeakable things, and he's my own grandson. But I didn't come to ask for forgiveness. I don't deserve. I came because I've been charged with monitoring Harry's progress, and well, I thought the two of you might want to see him. I must warn you, though. Next page. You may not recognize him at first. Well, whoever you are, we're getting you out of here. I'm always wondering why you put this crawl space under the building, Martin. Now I suppose I have an answer. That's what we all want, isn't it? An answer to our questions and sometimes to our prayers. Next page. I have questions. I want to know what happened to my best friend. I want to know why he's doing this to me, to everyone he loves, and for prayers. Well, I never had much use for them. There they are. Next page. But I definitely feel like I've fallen to my knees, unable to face what's in front of me, begging, pleading, screaming, crying, and oh boy, she's crying. Next page. For an end to this, but it never comes. Damn, she's like really crying. And Normie's just chilling in the background, just like, my man don't give a fuck. He's just sitting while his mom's like, ah! Man, just like, man's just chilling in the background. Well, shit. He's just standing there, waiting for me. I needed it to be over. Harry, please. Next page. I just wanted to stop, or the woman does. Oh shit, he has MA. Let her go. Now you've done it, Parker. Lost in your grief and your self-pity, and someone else pays the price, just like always. That's enough. Next page. Do as he says. Let her go. And I will come along peacefully. Martin, no. It's all right, ma'am. This is what's best. It may have been foolish of me to come here, but I am not sorry I did. I have spent so long locked away in the corner of my own mind. that the time that in that tiny closet felt like paradise. It has brought me so much happiness to see you here and to see this place rebuilt. I will not allow it to be destroyed again on my account. Let me for once be the good man. Let me show that we are not defined by our sins. Next page. Alright, here he comes. Ah, it's good to be home. Genuinely good work, men. And as tempting as it might be to burn this place to the ground and kill the woman, I'd say we can afford to be generous tonight. Let's just be on our way. I don't think so negative. One way or another, I'm bringing you in. That won't be necessary, Wallcrawler. Oh shit, it's Fisk. The city of New York can take it from here. Fisk, what are you doing here? We received reports of serious disturbance in the area. Criminals run amok. Where are you taking him? Into custody, of course. Isn't that what you were just saying? That you bring him to the police? Well, no need to trouble yourself, Spider-Man. The police are already here, and as you can see, you're up to something, Kingpin. Nonsense! Just increasing efficiency. It's so nice. It's so nice when we in government can cut through the red tape. Next page. I mean, just look at this place. I can't imagine the necessary permits an operation like this must require. The seemingly endless line of inspectors showing up without a moment's notice. Yes, it's terrifying to think about how all this good work could be shut down entirely, because some bureaucrats made a simple mistake on the form. Consider how often that must happen. Is he like threatening them or something? What the fuck is this about? Or perhaps we could focus on more pleasant matters, like the infamous Mr. Sinister being behind bars, thanks to Mayor Fisk and his good friend Spider-Man. Yes, I like the sound of that. You better have what I'm after, Lee. And so we watched Justice in action. Funny how it feels a bit like the bad guys winning again. I apologize and tell May I have pressing matters to get to, or rather Peter Parker does, and it just happens to be. Next page. Right back where I came from. Aunt May! I got here as fast as I could. I'm fine, Peter, dear, but you're bleeding. My man, you couldn't fix your wounds before you came back? Oh, I just tripped on some debris on my way here in. Yes. There's quite a lot of it, isn't there? The repairs are going to take weeks. Maybe we'll get a discount for repeat business. Yeah, they can't seem to catch a break. Next page. Honestly, I try to tell myself this is just the nature of the world these days. All the destruction and violence. Look at Peter's face. My man's just like completely covered in shells. Like that's some straight up anime shit. But sometimes it seems like so much of it is directly on my doorstep. I can't help but wonder if I'm doing something to attract it. Am I somehow responsible for all this? I promise you that's not the case, lady. You're trying to do something truly good and selfless, just like always. It takes a lot of courage. But May, promise me of that if something like Martin Lee ever shows up here again, you call the police. I get you want to save everyone, but you can't be that trusting. Oh, Peter, you know better than that. I have to be that trusting, and so do you. If we don't have people that don't have hope that people can become something better. Next page. There we go. What hope is there for us? So now Normie's chilling at the edge of the building. Watch, he's gonna fall. He's gonna go like, "Stay away from me," and then slide down or some shit. Normie? Why was he called Normie? I don't get that name. Like, is there like any story behind that? Anyway, we've been looking everywhere. Your mother is worried about you. Stay away from me. I mean it. Stay back. Of course it is. Is it all right if I just sit here? Not like I can stop you. All of you, just do whatever you want. You lie all the time. None of you are who you say you are. Next page. You know I come here sometimes myself to think. The fresh air, the quiet, it helps me remember things. I haven't been having a hard time with that lately, but you know there's something I have that you might want to see. Here we are. What is this? That's me and your father when he wasn't much older than you. What was he like? He was a lot like you, in fact, Normie. In fact, Normie, you're getting old enough to know. You're getting old enough. Know that no matter how hard they try to hide it, you can start to see the adults around you for who they really are, flaws and all. Normie's face right there, though. That looks a little off, anyway. And I know that, especially in our family case, that can be disappointing and frequently terrifying. But you should also know that all of these people, your father, your mother, even me, want so badly to be something better for you. What the? Next page. Where was this taken? That's Coney Island. Your father loved it there. Did he never tell you? No, it looks cool. Well, if you come back with me and your mother allows it, of course, maybe I can take you there someday. And then there's Spidey chilling on a gargoyle, watching closely. I have lived up to my end of the bargain, Lee. Now it is your time. Now it is time to honor yours. Of course, Mr. Negative is nothing if not a man of his word. A fascinating thing, this. The Lemurins harness primordial maggots, whatever, to create not one but two tablets. The first is life and destiny. Its possessor is granted great power and knowledge, but the second is death and entropy, a perfect equal, the dark to the light. For millennia they have both been sought by kings and conquerors, drawn to the promise of one or the other. But only the wisest ones have understood that their true potential lies together, that the holder of both tablets possess a gift all men dream of: resurrection. You understand it. You understand it has its limitations. Yes, it can only be used once. I am well aware. And you agree to the rest of my terms. Is he gonna bring back Vanessa? Next page. There we go. My former territories are returning to me. Chinatown, the Lower East Side. I can offer you that, of course, but why not more? An opportunity. Follow me. As you know, acquiring the other half of this particular puzzle has proven quite vexing. Oh yeah, the tablets! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. Thanks to the interference of Spider-Man and Boomerang and Spider-Man. Now this gift you have brought me, it's accelerated my timetable and neutralize my relevance, and my relevance of other avenues of possibility. I'm determined by seizure. That I'm determined to seizure this moment, but I've also come to realize I might need to take a different approach. I've sought to use these considerably powerful powers of the mayor's office to bring those costume buffoons to kneel. Yeah, or no, that's heal. When in reality, the situation might benefit from more corrupt touch. That's exactly right. So you want me to steal the lifeline tablet for you right away, and in return, I am prepared to be very generous. But I must warn you. Next page. You will have some competition. Oh shit. So you got Hammerhead, I think we've seen that shit before. You got, what's his name from the Daredevil books. The rest of the guys I do not recognize. Alright. And a head. Ooh. I see you, Nick Spencer. I see you. Alright. 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 Alright, guys, so that's where the issue ends. So, overall, I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. This issue was phenomenal, man, but I'm definitely most intrigued by this cover. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up. You know, it's coming out this Sunday, I believe it is, which is why I'm wearing my Seth Rollins shirt, saying my Bullet Club shirt for Takeover on Sunday. But anyway, so this could be like maybe more Valentine's Day romance type of issue next time with Peter and MJ getting some alone time, you know, going on a date, maybe something of that sort. It could mean that. We might get that with some Kindred shit in there, because there's this centerpiece right there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out next week or the week after that, whenever this issue comes out next, whenever the next issue comes out. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to end it off here. So, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you like, if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
She's too bad.